Welcome back to online classes. Dear students, today I am going to discuss with Indian Penal Code. Okay. On a topic offences relating to religion. Okay. Offences relating to religion. Okay. It contains only 5 sections. That is, number 1, section 295. Section 295A, Section 296, Section 297, Section 298 IPC. Okay. The object with which these sections were enacted was that every man should have the full freedom to follow his own religion, and that no man should be allowed to insult the religion of another. Okay, India is now a secular state allowing freedom of mind, conscience and religion to its citizens as fundamental rights. Okay, the 5 sections of IPC concerning offences relating to religion can be grouped into the following 3 divisions. Number 1, defilement of places of worships or objects of veneration under section 295 and 297 of IPC. Okay. Second one, outraging the religious feelings under section 295A and 298 IPC. Third one, disturbing religious assemblies under section 296. Okay. The following are the main offences. Here I just wanted to definition of defilement or defiles. The word is not to be restricted in meaning to acts that would make an object of worship unclean as a material object, but extends to act done in relation to the object of worship which would render such object ritually impure. Okay, and it is not confined to the idea of making dirty, extends to ceremonial pollution. Okay, the presence of Sudra, the leading case Sivagoti Swami, okay, 1885 case. So based on this case, the IPC code was giving this type of meaning: the presence of Sudra in such portions of a Hindu temple as are open to non-Brahmins is not a defilement within the meaning of this section. And also Kuchami Muttam, okay, Kuchami Muttam, Kutti Chami, Kuchami Muttam versus Raman Pattar. Okay, this is also 1918 case. Explain about. Now all Hindus have the same right of entry to place of public worship, and therefore to exclude a non-Brahmins of Sudra from any part of a public temple would be an offence under section 3 of the Protection of Civil Rights Act 1955. Okay, defilement, what is that? We discussed defile. What is the meaning of defilement? Here, number 1 point, destroying, damaging or defiling any place of worship or any object held sacred by any class of person with intent to insult the religion of any class of persons. Okay, so if any one of the person violate the law, the punishment provision as per the IPC, imprisonment for 2 years or fine or both under section 295 of IPC. The word object does not include animate object and refers only to inanimate objects such as churches, mosques, temples, marble or stone figures representing gods. Number 2, trespassing into a place of worship or burial place or offering any indignity to a corpus or disturbing persons performing funeral ceremonies with intent to wound the feelings or to insult the religion of any person or with the knowledge of the feelings of any person or likely to be wounded. So, shall be punished for the same under section 296 of IPC 296 of IPC and also under section 297 of IPC. The decision of Madras High Court in Ratnam Mudali versus Queen Empress case, okay, is illustrative of both the above sections. In this case, the accused, a Hindu, okay, had sexual intercourse with a woman secretly and night within an enclosure surrounding the tomb of Mohammedan Fakri. Okay, what is that? It was held that he had committed an offence as per under section 297 of IPC, but not under section 295 of IPC. Intention to insult the religion is the gist of the offence and in under section 295 of IPC, and as the predominant intention of the accused was something different, so he was rightly held not guilty under section 295. Here, sacred objects means an idol of Hindu god is sacred object and it is worshipped. A tomb of Mohammedan saint is an object of veneration. Another case as per this section, this is also a leading case, Veerabhadran Chettiar. Here Veerabhadran Chettiar is a appellant. Appellant means he applied the appellate court. Okay. So Veerabhadran, yes, Veerabhadran Chettiar versus E.V. Rama Swami Nayakar and others, that is respondent side. Okay. So in this case before the Supreme Court in R versus E.V. Ramaswamy. Okay. Here R means appellant, that is Veerabhadran Chettiar R versus E.V. Ramaswamy Nayakar case. Here Ganesha idol case. Okay, Ganesha idol case. Here this case held that an object, however trivial or destitute of real value in itself, if regarded as a sacred by any class of persons, would come within the meaning of section 295 of IPC. The complaint was that the first accused broken an idol of Ganesha in public at the town hall Maiden, okay, that is Trichy, and before breaking the idol he made a speech stating that he intended to insult the feelings of Hindu community. So the accused was found guilty under section 295 of IPC stated by the Supreme Court. Okay, punished by the Supreme Court. Okay students, we'll refer to another same topic and another portion, outraging of the religious feelings. Okay, outraging the religious feelings. Okay, we'll discuss with the next video class, next online classes, because then it is easy to understand. Okay, one by one. That's good. If I'm giving more and more the same classes now, you cannot able to understand. Okay, bye students, subscribe immediately. Those who are not subscribed in this all online classes, subscribe immediately, send your feedback. Thank you student. Bye viewers. Bye.